Coming up on today's news episode, John KOEHLER makes Monster Truck debut, Monster Jam Monopoly game, and brand new truck debuts. All of this is coming up, so let's jump straight into the episode. Starting off with the recap of last weekend, Monster Jam returned to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans for another action-packed show. We saw the new truck that John Gordon is campaigning, and it was none other than Blown Money, and had Samson driver Rick Stevens drive the truck for the show. Tensions were high as the hometown hero Cody Saucier wanted to win in his hometown, and when he did, Saucier would win the racing and freestyle competitions and the overall event championship in New Orleans. Camden Murphy would take the skills win, snatching the win from Mark List and a possible triple down for Cody Saucier. Overall, the show looked solid, and it was filled with many memorable moments. We also have some results from other independent tours that happened last weekend. At Versus Monster Trucks show in Syracuse, Crazy Train would win the best trick and freestyle competition, while Bad News Travels Fast would win the racing competition. At Paris, Ontario in Canada, Ryan Como in Rat Nasty would win the wheelie and freestyle competition, and Crystal Carey in Sabotage would win racing. And finally, in LaGrange, Indiana, we saw Jim KOEHLER and Avenger win the best trick competition, and Joe Foley in Axe would take the racing and freestyle victories. That's the end of our weekend recap. Onto the news and our first story. Up first, a new truck for the Bad Company team. Now, as we said in our recap, we got to see the new truck John Gordon had been teasing, which was Blown Money. The driver of the truck would be Rick Stevens, most known for driving Samson. Stevens hasn't driven in Monster Jam since 2017, and some fans were a little disappointed that it wasn't a huge name like George Balhan, for example. But there was no disappointment for the truck, as oh my, is it beautiful. A very sleek and awesome looking design. Currently, the truck isn't scheduled to be driven anywhere else, but fans should expect the truck to be campaigned more, especially at Monster Jam. John KOEHLER makes Monster Truck debut. The name KOEHLER is an important name in the monster truck industry. Jim KOEHLER, the driver of Avenger and two-time World Finals champion. He's known for his crazy driving style, huge air stunts, and is given the nickname of Mr. Excitement. And with Chris KOEHLER recently driving Axe, it was only a matter of time before more drivers stepped up to the plate. And now, John KOEHLER recently got to drive last weekend behind the wheel of Brutus. It will be great to see John drive at more shows, and I'm excited to see what he can do behind the wheel. Australian monster truck driver passes away. Now, unfortunately, we have some sad news involving Mark Gilbert, as it was announced last week that he has passed away. Gilbert was the owner of the Australian iteration of Monster Patrol and was the promoter of the Monster Truck Rumble show in Adelaide, Australia, every February. We at MonsterTalk would like to extend our condolences to the Gilbert family as they suffer through this tragedy. Monster Jam Monopoly. Monopoly is one of the most famous board games of all time, and its universal mechanics allow it to be adapted with any and every type of pop culture franchise. And now, Monster Jam will have its first official Monster Jam Monopoly board game, releasing very soon. The board replaces the traditional Monopoly cards and currency with standing points as currency, and racing and freestyle competition cards replacing chance and community chest cards. Most importantly, it features famous trucks replacing regular properties. It has many interesting trucks, some of which don't even compete anymore. The game features current trucks like Lucas Stabilizer, Dragon, Gravedigger, and Son of a Digger, while also featuring trucks like Alien Invasion, El Toro Loco Black, and El Toro Loco Ice, and strangely enough, Team Ments of all trucks. The game also has movable pieces like a crush car, a World Finals trophy, and the stunt truck. The game is set to be released very soon in July of this year, and I'm personally very excited to see this come out. Lineups for upcoming shows. This week we have lots of lineups for upcoming shows and tours, so let's jump straight into it. Monster Jam heads to its first arena show for the off-season, and this show will be in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Spectrum Center. The lineup consists of Earthshaker with Tristan England, El Toro Loco with Armando Castro, Gravedigger with Kristen Anderson, Raminator with Mark Hall, Ramunition with Kurt Kramer, Terminal Velocity with John Zimmer Jr., Wildside with Zach Garner, and Byron Musawa in Zombie. Next up is Ionia, Michigan for Monster Truck Throwdown. Ionia Free Fairgrounds will see the following trucks tearing it up: Dozer with Darren Basil, Extreme Attitude with Travis Mowry, Velociraptor with David Olfer, Dirt Crew with Elliot Miller, Reckless Driving with Jeremy Hosman, Sinistar with Emily Stahl, Psycho Circus with Mason Rife, and Black Widow with Travis Rife. Turlock, California at the Stanislaus County Fairgrounds will see the Malicious Monster Truck Tour put on a show this Thursday and Friday, with the lineup consisting of Cali Kid with Willie Crash, Identity Theft with Dwight Matthews, Rockstar with Bill Payne, Spitfire with Nick Jones, and Weekend Warrior with Miles Parker. Paducah, Kentucky at the Paducah International Raceway will host No Limits Monster Trucks with the following trucks in attendance: Dysfunctional with Vern House, Guardian Angel with Stacy Overman, King Crunch with Dylan Fenley, Tantrum with Brandon Ramsey, Watchman with Larry Overman, and Wild One with Derek Nelson. Davisburg, Michigan will see the All-Star Monster Truck Tour invade the Oakland County Fairgrounds with the lineup consisting of a to-be-announced driver and aftershock, Cold-Blooded with Donnie Hibbert, Just Get It Done Second Generation with Brandon Talachka, Miss Get It Done with Michaela Talachka, and Nothing But Trouble with Michael Cole. And finally, we have the lineup for this weekend's Evansville Summer Smash Monster Truck Show in Evansville, Indiana at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Center. The lineup consists of Jim Kohler and Avenger, Joe Foley and Spike, Corey Rummel and Rage, Chris Kohler and Brutus, Jimmy Creedon and Bounty Hunter, Dawn Creedon and Scarlet Bandit, Mike Vardas II and Overkill Evolution, Mike Vardas Sr. in Black Stallion, Mark Peterson and Reptoid, RJ Turner and War Wizard, Chris DeHoyes in Higher Education, and Taurus featuring famous YouTuber Matt Karaika, better known by his YouTube handle as Demolition Ranch. What do you think of the news we covered today? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you all soon with some more Monster Truck content.